What is going on, humans? And today we are back with some more Baseball 9. And if you haven't seen the last video, we officially completed the season and now we are in the playoffs with the 1 seed in the Dream League. But before we get to that, we're going to be recruiting another player, and it's going to be the last person that was in that poll on my channel a couple of weeks ago, and it is going to be Jackie Robinson. He had somewhat high demand and had a few amount of the votes. But now we're going to go ahead and recruit him there. And now we are going to make Lewis Jackie Robinson. And quickly before I go and make him, we still have 4 recruiting tickets, which means we can get 5 here really soon with some achievements. And let me know down in the comments if I should try and go for another position player or get another pitcher, whether it be starting, reliever, or closer. Let me know down in the comments. Okay, now here I have Jackie Robinson, obviously number 42, bats right, throws right. I gave him this base free face just like Barry Bonds and Ken Griffey Jr. because there isn't many faces to choose from because he didn't have any facial hair, and yeah. And for the batting motion, I went with open 10 because he was just very still like that, but now I'm going to go ahead and upgrade him. Okay, here is now Jackie Robinson. I got him to level 14 with the XP drinks I had, and there are his stats. He was a pretty speedy guy, and also he can make great contact and even hit a few home runs. I gave him the Deception level 1 skill for contact +1 and speed +2, and now I'm going to go ahead and adjust the lineup to him. Okay, so here's what the batting order is looking like. I have my only recruited players in the top 3 spots, and then I just shifted everyone down based on their overall. And Jackie Robinson is in the 3 spot because he has a lot of speed, power, and contact, and is apparently a lot better than Barry Bonds, even though he's been around here longer. But now we're going to go ahead and get into the first game of the playoffs. And now here we are in our first playoffs as a team facing the Lions. And now we're just going to get straight into it. And we are at home, so Nolan Ryan is going to be on the mound. And let's see if he can lock him down here today. And immediately a grounder or a liner straight to B. Ortiz on the second pitch of the game. Now another 0-2 count, low and away change. Let's see if we can get him. Nope, he grounds it straight to Jackie Robinson, and he does not make an error, which is a good sign, hopefully.
Strike. Strike.
Okay, we've thrown all fastballs. Can we make it a high inside cheese fastball? No. Another liner straight to B. Ortiz, but now that's a quick 1-2-3 inning. And now we got our top of the order up. And we're facing Tyson on the mound, a 47 overall. I think one of the best pitchers we've ever faced while all the games I have played. But now we got Ken Griffey up in the leadoff. And let's see what he can do. First pitch swinging, and that's going to get to the wall for an easy double. Right on the fastball. Easy work. He does have a sweeper and a cutter that he can also use. But he doesn't decide to use it, but it's a line out straight to the right fielder. But that does move Ken over to third, and that brings up Jackie Robinson in his debut. Let's see if he can score the run and get his first stat as a player. And no, he's going to get a sacrifice fly. I feel like that should have gotten down because we were straight on it, but whatever. And now that brings up Bradley. See what he can do. This dude's throwing all fastballs, but still somehow that's a weak little blooper. But we get the run off of a sacrifice fly from Jackie Robinson. First pitch in the second inning, straight to Richards. That was very quick.
Strike.
And that's their first hit of the game, a weak little blooper. I don't know why we couldn't get any of those, but they apparently can. Now a quick 0-2 count. We had him leaning on the fastball. Can we get him again? Nope, but it's shot up the middle. Some reason that got through, and now there's runner on first and second. 0-2 count. Can we get him with the high inside? Nope. But that should be a double play to end the inning. Got out of a jam there, and now we got the middle of the lineup coming back up in the second inning. And that brings up Ortiz in the bottom of the second. See what the legend can do. Get the cutter, but it's a fly out, like always. Now that brings up McGuire. See if he can do better than Ortiz. And no, that's not going to get down. They get a blooper, but we don't. It's whatever. We're still going to win. And for some reason, I was on top. I was under that, and it was a straight grounder to the second baseman. And a quick 1-2-3 for us. But now the top of the third comes up with Nolan still on the mound, still locking down.
Strike.
Quick 0-2, we're going inside changeup.
Strikeout.
Strikes out looking. And they get another weak little bloop hit. For some reason, we can't get any of those, but they can. The runner goes, but he is easily thrown out. I pitched it just as that icon came up. But still, Thomas out there with the cannon. Had the runner on first steal, but Thomas easily threw him out. But now the 1-2 count, high curveball, got him swinging under it. Now that brings up Richards in the bottom of the third. We got our 8 and 9, and then the top of the order coming back up. Get the cutter, and that's up the middle for a single. Finally got a hit after some kind of messed up stuff. But now that brings up Thomas in the 9. He's actually been pretty decent for us this season. Get the fastball, and that's going to drop down for another single. Runners on first and second with no outs, and that brings up Ken, who doubled in his first at-bat. Can he add on? And no, it's obviously going to be a fly out like always. But that does move the runner over to third, and that brings up Barry Bonds into 2. Let's see if he can do better than the first time he was up. And no, he obviously doesn't, because this game likes to rob me of all hits. But that does score the runner, and now that brings up Jackie Robinson in his debut. He got a sac fly, so technically he's still 0 for 0 and looking for his first hit. And he does not get it on a power swing that doesn't even make it out of the infield. Makes no sense. But we get the run off of another sac fly. 1-2 count, you know what we gotta do. High inside. Grounds it straight to Richards. You can't make a play, but we still get the out. Because Nolan's there backing him up. And for some reason, everybody takes bad routes, and that's maybe gonna be it's gonna be a double. Don't know how Jackie didn't dive for it or something. 2-2 count. Can we get him with the high inside? Yes, we do. The Still runner on second, and that brings up Green, who's already got a hit today. Full count, trying to go for the high inside. Hopefully this doesn't go out.
Strikeout.
And he swings and misses. Got out of a little bit of a jam. And going into the bottom of the fourth. Under a fastball, basically down the middle, and it's another grounder to the second baseman. I don't get it. You get the cutter, and it's obviously a pop out.
Out.
I'm kind of getting annoyed now because we're always getting out for absolutely no reason for being on pitches. Like there, it's a 3-pitch inning for him, even though we should have gotten 3 hits. I don't get it. 2, can we get him on the high end side?
Strikeout.
Yep, absolutely dotted in the corner. 2 count, can we get him with the high end side? Nope, but it's straight to Richards for an easy out. Now we got Hornup. It's a weird last name. 2 count, can we get him with the high and away change? Got him. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Ryan. Now we got our bottom of the order coming up. See if we can change the narrative of this game so far. This dude's only thrown 20 pitches, and we're in the 5th inning. Ugh. And Gray hits a liner to the wall for another easy double.
Safe.
Now that brings up Richards. And no, obviously, it's straight to the second baseman, right in the middle of the PCI. Now that brings up Thomas, who's already got a hit today, and he threw out that runner at second base. And that's not going to fall, of course.
Save.
But that does bring up the top of the order and Ken Griffey Jr. back up, who's already got a double today. Can he add on to that? Exclamation point pitch, and it's obviously a fly out for absolutely no reason. I don't get it. Dude only's thrown like 30 pitches and we're in the 6th because we keep getting robbed of hits. 1-2, high inside.
Out.
Straight to Bradley.
Strikeout.
Ryan gets him looking on the curveball. I kind of blacked out there a little bit. I just was in a daze, but he gets a strikeout. 1-2, high inside. Not really inside, but it's high. And we still get the K. Now that brings up our 2-3-4 with Bonds leading off. And finally
Homer.
get a home run. Took us a long while, but Bonds, obviously the one to do it. The dude who takes roids obviously gets it, but now that brings up Jackie. He is 0 for 1 technically, even though he's got an RBI. Still looking for that first hit, though. And he finally gets it as a double goes to the wall.
Safe.
Jackie Robinson's first official hit. I'm proud of him. And Bradley grounds out, but that does move Jackie over, even though I technically moved him over. But now that brings up Ortiz, who is 0 for 2. We need to change that, otherwise you're not the legend anymore, brother. And no, of course it's another fly out. This dude has only thrown 30 pitches, and it's the 6th inning. Because that's how many times we're flying out all the time instead of getting hits. And also stuff like this, just grounding. Even though we're on pitches all the time. But we get 2 runs there. from a Barry Bonds home run and then sacrifice fly. 1-2, he's just been looking. Now he finally swings, but it's straight to Richards. 0-2 count. Ryan's officially in the orange, but he's going to get this K. Or not. But an easy out. Quick little 1-2-3. And now we got our 7, 8, and 9 coming back up in the 7th. I don't get it. It's a fastball straight down the middle on a contact swing. It's supposed to be in a variety of places, but it's obviously straight to him, and this is why Tyson only has 32 pitches and we're in the 7th inning. Tyson's first 2-strike count. Does he do something special here or not? He brings a cutter, but it's obviously another fly out, like always. Now that brings up Thomas. And that gets down, even though all of them should have. Now that brings up Ken. It was 1 for 3. We need to change that. And of course we can't. I don't get it, dude. You may be saying, I'm up 4-0 in the 8th. I should be happy. Well, I'm not. Because usually it shouldn't even be this close. It should be like 30. Because last game we won like 30-1, I think. Single pitch. But we get an exclamation point. But Jackie makes the play. And another exclamation point pitch. And that gets over Bradley. Don't know why we got 2 in a row there. I think this game just hates me today. Did a 720 out of fastball in the dirt. Can we make him do it again? Nope, but we dot the corner. Oh, he's stealing and he's thrown out. That's 2 times. And that gets us out of the inning. Thomas is just elite behind the plate. He cannot be stopped. Now that brings up Bonds. In the bottom of the 8th. It's our last chance to get some runs. Even though we're up 4-0, I still want to get at least a couple more runs. And this dude is only up 40, not even 40 pitches, and it's in the 8th. I bet you've never seen that before.
Ball.
And of course, it's a liner straight to the third baseman on a power swing. And that brings up Jackie, who was 1 for 2. We're technically 2 for 3. And of course, it's another freaking fly out like all other times, even though it never should be, because that's a power swing and we're right on it. And of course, that's another fly out on a contact swing. But now going into the 9th, Nolan Ryan's at 85 pitches and 9 Ks. Can we get double-digit Ks before the game ends? 2-2 count. Can we get him with the high inside? Got him swinging. And that's officially 10 Ks for Nolan Ryan. And another weak little fly to Jackie. We're going for the complete game shutout now. We are not subbing him out.
Strike. Strike.
0-2 count. Can we finish him with the high inside cheese in for 11 Ks? Nope. 1-2 count. Can we get him with the high inside cheese for 11 Ks?
Strike.
Got him looking. He should have swung at that pitch, but he didn't. And that's the game. Not our best batting performance. but Nolan Ryan was locked down on the mound. And the MVP is obviously going to Nolan. And Jackie Robinson's debut was not the best, but not the worst. But to be fair, it was an overall bad performance from me, I guess, and also from the AI of Baseball 9. That's officially the first playoff game in the books. And the next video will probably be the championship, but I'm going to attempt to live stream the championship. I may or may not be able to do it because I'm doing this on my phone and it is not the best one in the world. And also my internet is pretty crappy. But that'll do it for this one, folks. I hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you humans later. Peace out.